Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Pumpkins, and happy Father's Day. I know it's the day after, but I want to say happy Father's Day to those who are fortunate enough to celebrate today. But unfortunately for you guys, this video is going to be for my fatherless brothers and possibly sisters, and for people who maybe did have a father at one point in time, but they are just feeling a sense of dread on Father's Day because Father's Day can be a difficult day for some people, including myself. I grew up without a father, so in this video, I plan on just talking about how it feels to be fatherless and to relate to those who, also feel the effects of it. And at the end of the video, I'm going to teach you how to, evolve as a man or a woman because it's important to have a father in your life, and to not have one changes how you become as a person. And I've witnessed how it is for other people. Some people have it better and some people have it worse. So that's the plan for today. So happy Father's Day and settle in because we're about to begin. And a big thing for me is I tend to refuse role models, right? So I never had, since I didn't have a father growing up, I never had that big figure in my life who teaches me things or gets me through life. And that means throughout my life I have had other older men come into my life who tried to be my father. I had a stepdad who came into my life, and he was the biggest piece of shit in the world. He was only around for 6 years, and he really ruined my perception of older men and father figures. I definitely disliked and felt uncomfortable around older men for a long time. So going into my life, there were times where there's men who were like, "Hey, man, I'll be here for you," and I feel like I keep falling for the same trap. They keep saying they'll be there for me, and then they just, they're not really committed to what they say they're gonna do. So, role models is something like I will refuse. I think I can do everything by myself because currently I have, but there's things that you can learn from older men. It's just hard for me to open up and let them come into my life. So yeah, and there's father figures everywhere. Like as much as I refuse older men, I still seek out a father figure. I'm 23, right? So I'm at the point where I'm kind of like I don't need one anymore. But there's still like this childhood like inside feeling where it's like, man, I kind of wish like there was a man out there that could do this or help me through my life right now because right now when I'm struggling in life there isn't someone I can go to. And I used to have a grandfather who I occasionally went to. He passed away a couple years ago before I was like alive enough to really understand what I'm doing in life, before I could really ask for some good advice. And like I said, everyone else who claimed that they were going to be there for me aren't here, right? So that's just something that you go through without a father. It's a tough, right? And another thing is fear of becoming your father. So like I think this is a common one. There are times where I'll make a mistake that are similar to my father's, and just from what I've heard in it's depressing because for me, the last thing I want to become is the man who abandoned me, right? The last thing I want to be is him. So when I make a mistake, like when I raise my voice at someone, or when I abandon, like not abandon someone, but kind of like, and when I'm not there for someone when I said I'd be, that's like me becoming or thinking I'm going to become something that I'm not. And towards the end of the video, I'm going to explain that. But that's a big one, like fear of becoming someone you don't want to be, right? And really not having an idea of what adulthood is supposed to look like. Um, like finances, relationships, and discipline, right? So my relationship has been, I've been in a relationship for 8 years, 9 years actually, and I had no idea what to do. I to be honest, my mom, I was around women my whole life, but I learned how to treat women nicely, but I never really learned how to speak to a woman or how to introduce myself or how to dress for a woman or like what cologne to wear or where to like what to do for them, what to bring them. Like my mom could only give me so much information in that field because she's going to tell me what she wants, but your dad is probably going to tell you what another like woman would want, right? Because my mom might like this cologne but another woman might not like it. So my dad is supposed to know like like what I'm supposed to do, and it's tough because I'm fortunate to be in a relationship for so long. But if I wasn't, dude, I'd be struggling with females. I just know I would be because I just like I was never taught like, and I was never like taught responsibility and discipline. Like the discipline I felt like I'd get from my father is not what I got from my stepfather. That dude he wasn't really disciplining me. He was more like just an angry person, right? So I didn't really learn from him. And eventually in my life, I did learn discipline, right? I taught myself discipline, and it's exactly what I wanted. And it's something that I wish I had when I was younger, but I have it now. But if I had it when I was younger, it makes you think back. Like if I had this when I was 10 years old, the stuff I have now, the stuff that my father could have told me now, then what would I be? You know, it's like it's it's what makes Father's Day so troubling because for the past few Father's Days, I've just been kind of jealous and envious watching people have fun with their fathers and having a great fucking time. You know what I mean? Like it's tough. You know, it's tough to like for Mother's Day. I go all out. You know, even for my girlfriend's mother, I'll buy her stuff and Happy Mother's Day and hugs and. But for my girlfriend's like father, I don't want to do shit. Like I feel bad, but I low key just don't want to do shit because why would I? You know, I don't let that dude like do fatherly things towards me. I don't let any man do it because I feel like I'm my own father at this point, and that's a shame, and that's how a lot of people feel. But the big thing about having a father is becoming a man that you well, no father is becoming the man you need, right? So since you don't have a dad, you need to become the man or the woman that you want to be, and you're supposed to build yourself up for that. Unfortunately, that's how it is, but you need to do it, right? So like speak to yourself with love and understand and respect that you like deserve. Now your dad couldn't overcome his trauma and he couldn't overcome his fears, but you can, right? You can break that cycle whenever you want. Now, the cycle could have been going on for generations. Like your father's father's father could have been like a deadbeat. But one day, if you plan on having a father, you know what to do, and you can stop the cycle, and you can like bring back this feeling of growth in your life, right? And you can be the example towards your own children, simultaneously teaching yourself. All right, just learn that like to heal without a father isn't getting your father back. It's becoming better. You know, he's gone, unfortunately, but you have you. And if he comes back, like there's times where I've tried, like I've called him, and there's times where he said, like, "Yo, dude, I'll be." It's like it's been like 5 years, man. I'll be at your house next Thursday. Next Thursday he comes, and the dude's not there, you know. And then 5 years later, he calls me again, and then it's just like I keep falling for it. But what I need to do is I need to stop chasing this dude, and what I need to do is I need to grow without him, which I have been. It's just that's it. One of the hardest parts of growing up is that he's gone. You know, nobody is going to tell you what's next. And you spend years trying to become a man without ever being shown how to become a man. But props to you, seriously, watching this for becoming a man you have been. And just watching this video alone shows that you're trying and you want to be better and you want to be a man. And that's nothing but respect from me. Nothing but respect for fatherless people, man or woman. You did it, right? And if right now you don't have a father and you're failing, just starting out, pick yourself up. All right, understand that it's not your fault. All right, hug your mom, tell her it's okay, and pick yourself up. Right. That's all I really got to say. I hope that this video reached out to someone. And that's the goal of the channel. It's like if you want to follow like the journey and growth and life and getting better and feeling better and emotionally investing in yourself, I'd recommend subscribing to the channel because that's what I like to talk about. I like to pick people up and help people when they're down, and it helps me too when I'm down to make a video like this because I feel the same exact way as you guys do. It's just I feel like it would be a good thing to know how it feels from the perspective of someone who feels the same way. So drop a like, subscribe, and try to catch me in the next one. And I will see you guys on the next video. Happy Father's Day, and I'm out. Peace.